way. They banned out Slark, banned out TB.
Oh yeah, 2013 Kaipi. This was Pylai Dai, Bone 7, Eternal Envy, Sing Sing, and Arteezy.
Oh, that's a real big. Oh, that's the biggest throwback. Oh, you're on about that period of time, sure.
Yeah. I was throwing this white. I remember the days. I remember. We have a Juggernaut coming out. We've seen this hero before. He did all right. He did pretty well. Won the game. So yeah, about as well as you can do in a game of Dota. And it was pretty brutal. With the Lich Shield as well. This was Element actually which did it, wasn't it? They put the Lich Shield on the Juggernaut. He spins in and the slow and everything. It's too hot to handle, and you just die. You just die.
Again, it's another time where they've picked the Juggernaut into seeing predominantly melee matchups so far. So the Healing Ward is going to be naturally stronger. But I don't know how good it is when you already have the big saves that are obviously Oracle Ult and Snowball. Because it's like, if he Omni Slashes and the Tusk is there, like for example, he can blink, Snowball, save, Omni Slashes nothing. Like, you can also, I believe, disjoint the ult with the PA Blur. So if he ults you and you can just get out, you can just use it, and the very marginal 0.1, 0.2 time it has, it still will disjoint the ult. I know I've done it before they reduced it. I don't know if it still does it, but again, another option. So it looks like it's going to be a hard jug game for just the big ultimates. But again, you don't have to rely on the ultimates for the hero to have impact.
Yeah. Ooh, Beastmaster. Nice combo with the PA, with the inner beast helping out a lot for our attack speed. But more importantly, that laning presence with the slow, with the boars, and also Hawk being really useful now it's reworked. A ton of good stuff about this pick, which I like. And Beastmaster, you just generally like your ideal offlaner right now, I feel.
Yeah, they now have multiple answers for the jug spin TP.
Yeah.
So the whole split push factor, you don't have to have just the Tusk in the jug lane. You can, like, if he comes up to your tier 3s, tier 2s, whatever, the Tusk can be there, just punch him, you can brawl him. There's like some good answers to just that aspect, I guess.
We saw a lot of problems with Gambit's response to the Juggernaut, is that the Juggernaut would just spin and go and hit tier 3 towers when they were trying to siege, and there was nothing they could do about it. This won't be the case against Empire with this Beastmaster.
My fear, though, is Empire is a very single target kind of team. You can snowball punch one person, you roar one person, the PA will jump and kill, the one person, whilst Elements, they've got a bit more, they've got the Lit Shot, they've got the AoE stun, I'm a bit scared. I think also is if OD is still in the pool, OD is going to be really good for Element. Because OD with the Yashikaya, even just a Kaya with a couple nulls, when you get to like the level 11 and you've got like probably 8, 12 stolen in, the PA naturally goes for Phase Boot 1, Wraith Bands into Battle Free or Deso. You don't go for these kind of stat items which give you that very marginal in, which is life or death.
Yeah.
So until the PA has a BKB, you can, in most fights, just one-hit the PA with an ODL. A good ODL, that is. So I think OD might be pretty scary for. And then Pugna is the counter pick. So they pick Pugna here to scare Elements from picking the OD, because Pugna is a natural counter to OD, just because of big mana cost on the Yo and just a general spell usage, and Pugna ward, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So that's, I guess, I believe the reason for that pick. Also, it counters the Lich armor, and the whole idea of Elements draft is to just have this big armor gain, and obviously Pugna has no cares for any armor. So
yeah, well, I mean,
a very good pick.
I think Oracle's already the guy who can kind of just throw out the spell. That's kind of your counter to the Lich armor, but Pugna just doesn't give a shit about like Lich armor. Like he's just magical damage. So yeah, I'm not sure I'd word it quite the way as a counter, but yeah, I see what you're coming from. Like he just doesn't care about it. And now the Tiny comes out from Elements Pro Gaming to line up their draft. Line up? No. What am I looking for here?
Round up.
Round up, thank you. To round up their draft, it's going to be a Tiny coming versus Empire Faith this time. We've seen Empire Hope come out. And, oh, man, one of them still got the wrong tag on. And, yeah, with that abrupt cut, we will be heading back towards the game. Do you have a particular favorite for this lineup? Who do you think is going to come out strong? I mean, I'm going by how how Elements played earlier. I think it's hard to doubt them, to be honest.
Yeah, they had a good game earlier, but I think I like the Empire's draft right now simply because they have the answers to the buffs that Empire provide. They have a good pushing mechanism and a carry that just naturally scales really well and is a really strong hero currently. And I think the Jug might have an issue getting out his damage just because of the way that Empire is drafted with these saves and just general playstyle that they think they want to implement. So I'm gonna say I predict, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna predict that Empire will win this game.
Alrighty, okay. I'm gonna put my my money on the boys in, well, I guess they're grey kind of, Elements Pro Gaming. If you think you know who's gonna win, then of course head over to our sponsors, es.bet. Well, you've got betting insurance going on for this event only. There's your wow, it actually came up as I was talking about it. That is fantastic. I have no communication with the production. That was pure chance that came up. But anyway, yeah, your odds are there. Head over there if you want to place a bet and you've got some betting insurance. Go to the website. All the details are in the description below the stream, and you can find out all about that. Also, as the game goes on, there will be an Arcana giveaway. As the codes come up on the screen, you can go and enter them in on the WePlay website and get some cool stuff from that. I think we really don't know anything more than that, but basically just head over to the website and I'm sure they'll have all the details there. And here we are sitting on our little wow, we've got like a little pen they've even put us in. Blankets and furs. These guys are living the dream.
Nomad, get closer to me. I'm so cold here in Russia, please. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Did you not like my advances, Nomad?
Apparently I didn't. Apparently I did. Don't worry if it was real life. Oh, straight away. Go. A swift ending. Might be experiencing that.
30 seconds to battle.
Looks like he's going to get himself, just spins himself away to safety. Who is that TeaGuvnor? Why isn't he called the right thing? Oh, that's G, isn't it? On the
I believe so, most likely.
Right. We're just going to say it's G. I'm sure it is. Meanwhile, BCC on that Beastmaster, applying on the offlane position. Yeah, I hope G has his Pugna set equipped.
The battle begins.
I feel like he has to, just simply for the branding.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you have a set in game and your teammates don't wear it, then are they really your teammates? Anyway, 3 runes go in the way of Empire Hope. Wait, no, this is Empire Faith. Yeah, Empire Faith.
No, this is Hope.
This is Hope.
How have you mucked this up?
No,
mate?
this is Empire Faith.
Yeah, this is Faith. Sorry.
God. How have you mucked this up, mate?
I've mucked this up. Yeah, it's Faith.
Anyway.
Right, so we've got Empire Faith against Elements Pro Gaming. Elements Pro Gaming are 1-0. Element Faith have not played any games so far. There we go.
I'm saying we're completely fucked for the next game, by the way, because it's Empire Faith versus Empire Hope, so I don't know how that's going to work. LeBron taking a bit of harassment up here, but doesn't really too mind. Meanwhile, we've actually got a Tiny in the mid lane. Oh, this is a throwback as Borania taken to the mid. Meanwhile, at bottom, it looks like BCC could be in a bit of trouble. No, gets a TP away just about in time, and that will be him surviving. Meanwhile, Maiden from Stoneberry Hollow, a.k.a. G. I like where he's gone from the shortest name in Dota to the longest name in Dota. That's a power play. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, they're actually moving on to the Sven. He's trying to get himself away. Stun comes out from Mitch, and LeBron will survive, but still taking a bit of harass from this tri-lane up here. They just want to make sure their PA gets all the farm a little girl could want, but...
Again, it's one of those, you put the tri-lanes to secure your PA farm, and the Beastmaster is able just to pull the wave with his boars, and make sure that he's always able to get something from the lane. Which I think is probably best, because I don't think... you can't really punish a Lich Juggernaut, so it's better just to fully optimize your PA's farm.
Meanwhile, Mitch rooted up, so coming in. The tag team is used. They jump forward, but the stun does land onto both, which might mean that Mitch survived. No, tag team damage way too much, and that is going to be Mitch going down to the tri-lane. But meanwhile, in bottom lane, BZZ also gets turned on, and that is going to be DNZ finding the kill down there on the Beastmaster. So 1 apiece right now, but of course... Empire were able to find their kill a little bit quicker, and that means they do get that bonus first blood gold.
Yeah, and of course the value of having a tri-lane with a Tusk is just more damage output, because obviously 1 extra hero there means extra damage. Simple.
Yep, that is
I might as well say it.
Very high MMR analysis there. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Sayu just winning in the trees here on this Tusk, and Mitch could be in trouble as the stun comes out from the Poshko, and Sayu getting just far enough away. Now the tag team is popped, and Mitch is taking so much damage from that tag team. They'll look to LeBron as well, but he's got that war cry off, so he is very tanky. Meanwhile, though, BZZ goes down again. Elements, man, they're like, all right, every time you kill our top lane, we're going to kill your bottom lane. But now LeBron might be in trouble. He's trying to get away, but the tag team doing so much work, and they'll leave the kill for Dream even. PA picks up another here in the top lane.
Yeah, the the Oracle actually has a really good base attack time, so it kind of synergizes with the Tusk really well, because it means you don't have to be directly on top of the hero when you start initiating, so it's pretty good. Yeah, I like the Oracle Tusk combo, very nice.
Yep, and also Sayu, he played Tusk when Tusk wasn't meta. This guy loves this hero, like, so this is like his meta right now. Very exciting hero to watch. Do you reckon, oh, that's what they're doing on Empire. They move them from the A and B team depending on what the meta's like. You're like,
I see, yeah.
That's smart. You just get like 5 players who can play all the heroes, and then just swap them out whenever you know. Oh, sorry, Medusa's not meta anymore. Off you go.
That's true, yeah.
Down to the B team.
Well, they don't have any DPC points, right? So they don't have any punishment from doing it. So
just play like a Rubik's cube.
Yeah, pretty much. What's the Beastmaster? It's 7 CS. You know, again, you're not expecting this guy to get much from lane. It's really how they move away from the laning phase for both the offlaners. Again, the elements have got the safer lanes where they're going to be getting a little bit. Oh,
sorry, he stole a big creep with the
I see. I was doing one of those things where I start wittering away and like look away from your screen, going, "Yes, this is what I must say."
Looking at yourself in the mirror.
Yep. Oh, shadow mirror. No, joke. The tiny Pugna lane as well. It's going to be pretty even. Tiny naturally will get better CS.
I love LeBron just running into the lane, immediately throws a Stormhammer in Dream's face, just like, "Sup, I'm Spen, I'm here." And Dream's like, "Oh,
yeah,
guess I'm not doing this right now."
Yeah, it's pretty good in that case.
Yeah, the supports are off roaming, and they seem to have... I mean, they've got that Observer ward down, actually, so they knew that the supports were clearing off, so immediately you just start putting pressure onto Dream, and yeah, nice movements here. And I'm wondering if Elements will be able to make something happen with this. They're actually chasing down BCC. Swift Ending coming in as well, but he'll see Miposhka immediately turns targets, and now sees Sayu as well, and realizing that this could be a bit of a dangerous situation as the snowball comes forwards on to DNZ. Sayu now popping the tag team with those illusions. Look at the damage he's doing, even with the Frost Shield. He doesn't care. Swift Ending, and after throw out the spin, he's actually sticking around. I'm not too sure about this one, bud. Getting to the tree line, but there's a beautiful shards coming out from Sayu. Swift Ending. No, he's out of options, and the heal. The healing ward. It's actually going to keep him alive. Sayu, meanwhile, gets himself out.
Oh, the 75 gold for the healing ward as well. Extra tasty.
Got to get that value. Meanwhile, LeBron and Dream just fighting up without Blur, making it very annoying for LeBron to try and trade hits here, but whatever. He doesn't want last hits anyway. He's happy just to sit here hitting the Phantom Assassin. That's the dream.
The Avengers is actually doing pretty okay for CS levels. Not so much, but again, you're in a dual lane, so you're going to be a little bit lower down. It's right now is the biggest issue for PA because he doesn't have support. The lane's pushed, and that counts block, so he can't pull the lane. So now he's kind of just going to awkwardly sit there and farm with the Venge. And if the other support, promo code 5x515, sorry.
5x515.
Oh god, never again.
Bit of ASMR. Yeah.
No, stop that anyway. So yeah, with the Venge, if there's another support came up with the lane, then the PA would be punished, but Elements clearly don't really mind too much and just rather trade the farm.
I take it you're not one of those ASMR people then?
No, not at all.
No, I'm not either. Apparently it's like a biological thing where like you feel, some people feel tingles from sound. And those kind of people
on bottom, please stop talking about ASMR.
Probably. BZZ getting spun on here. Swift Ending going to chase him down under tower. Nothing BZZ can do about it, but DNZ will die as well. It's the death of the Z's, but now they'll turn around onto Swift Ending. Yep, in comes G. Looking to help out. The grab fire out on Swift Ending and now blows him up quickly. Now they look towards Boronier as well. He's come into this one, but not sure this is where you want to be, Mr. Tiny. Melee his way around the fog of war nicely, though. Thing going to come back into this one, actually. Wants to go for a cheeky toss play. Destroys that sentry ward. Looking to Miposhka. Where's your toss target? You're just going to do it straight up in the air, but that life drain could do a bit, but not enough to hold him still. Miposhka, they're going to go blow down instantly. Meanwhile, DNZ coming in to jump onto Sayu, slowing him down with that Frost Shield. Boronier now says the gaze comes out as well. They'll toss him up. They'll right-click him down, but nope. Snowball comes out. Sayu might just survive. Nope. Frost Blast and right-click from Boronier will secure the kill onto that Tusk. And that's going to be well, now in the top lane, actually. Dream going on to Mitch, but he doesn't have that much damage. Even though he's got the level 6, it's very tricky for him to find this kill onto the high armor target of Venge. 10 armor on this Vengeful Spirit.
Now that the PA is 6, you can start, obviously zoning with the classic dagger, and that's why the Tusk comes back up straight away.
Ooh, Snowball coming forwards. Mitch does not get the stun off in time, but LeBron does. Dream gets the crit, but it's just not doing anything with the War Cry and with the armor from Mitch, but now the tag team is starting to rip through the Venge's defenses. No, she gets away.
Oh.
Dagger did not come out. Sayu's
Oh,
still
there we
chasing.
go.
Maposhka is here. He actually gets off the quick little orb to find the kill onto Mitch. And they just play around the tower nicely then, just knowing that Maposhka was going to be there.
Vision as well from Dire is very aggressive, putting it next to the shrine and also bottom pulling jungle. Oh, replay though.
Okay. Fairly... Oh, did we miss this whilst there was action going on top? We did.
I
But
guess
there
so.
we go.
Sure.
Now our view of the game is fulfilled. No kills missed. Good job, production.
Again, it's the same. Dive's got their aggressive vision top to allow to see rotations coming in to go on the PA, and also Radiant got their vision simply to enable the Jug to farm freely again. It's like most games, you just want to get lane ward, some form of like jungle entry ward or deeper ward, just to see them move from one lane to another, and then it just allows your carry to go in. And then with that ward alone on the shrine, like I just said, you've seen that smoke. So now no one from Radiant should get picked off. You can break the smoke, sure,
DNC
DNC.
is still hanging around. He breaks it. Swift Ending just sprinting towards them. Now with the Frost Shell, they actually get Maposhka stun out from LeBron as well. They're looking to turn around on this one. I say turn around. There's no chance for Maposhka here. It is very much an assassination from Elements Pro Gaming. They spot the smoke and they just decide to run at them. I love that.
Yeah, the power of that ward. Luckily, as I was saying, it clearly paid off. So yeah, good warding from Radiant.
Yep, nice 2 D wards in the middle lane as well. Elements Pro Gaming looking at this middle tower. They're grouped up as 5 at 9 minutes into this game. All fortified to keep their creeps alive, but meanwhile the pressure is coming out on bottom, so they've got to do this quickly. Luckily there's still some creeps there to play defense. Oh, look at that production on point. But yeah, BZZ is really getting to work on this tower. They're going to need to TP some heroes back if they want to defend this one, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that.
It doesn't have the catapult wave though, so this pressure isn't as strong as it could have been. So
Yeah,
it's
and that
nice
was a
chip
TP.
damage, but he's not going to achieve much. And if they rotate quick enough, they can still get him. But luckily,
There's a distraction in the river. Dayu with the Invis rune as well, so no danger himself.
it's good to see Elements understand that. I think their Jug will struggle the later the game goes, simply due to the amount of mechanisms they have to prevent his damage. So it's nice to see them asserting a little bit of pressure when they know they have a bit more, I guess, a small early game power spike that they have.
Man, what a game this has been so far. I mean, we've got 15 kills at the 10-minute mark. These guys have been aggressive.
I'd hope so with a Sven support, Tusk plus 4. These are heroes that want to be doing stuff. If you're sitting around just watching your cores farm on these heroes, you're going to be so far behind. It's just not good.
Agreed. Meanwhile, Sayu finds Swift Ending, but very tricky to go on this. Beautiful shots once again. However, it does kind of separate the Pugner off a little bit, but there comes the Decrepify, and now they'll slow him down. And actually, he gets the Omni Slash off just about in time. It's going to buy him a little bit of space, but no, a beautiful Pugner Blast comes out to blow up Swift Ending as he comes out of that Omni Slash. Now they look to LeBron as well. DNC trying to do his best, throwing down that Chain Frost as well. Does not jump the Dream, goes up the cliff onto Maposhka instead. Mitch is coming in, but do you really want to go on this? I feel like Elements Pro Gaming are just boarding the feed train right now, and the next stop is going to be Mr. Mitch the Swap. Yeah, didn't really achieve anything, but there you go.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, the Jug ult does literally nothing early on. He needs items for that ult to be doing stuff. Again, it's based off his physical damage, so...
Radiant's bottom tower
Before, maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna say something. I believe before it was magical damage, right? Like static 200, and then also could do effects. So now it's just, you know what? I don't play Jug.
What are you talking about?
The Juggernaut. It changed.
Yeah, they changed it to its auto attack, right?
Yeah, and it used to be just a static 200 magical damage, right?
Something like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm right. Nice.
Okay.
Bonus damage. Yeah. So it's now if it's right click rather than being like an actual nuke, let's say. So now earlier on it's quite weak in the game, but later in the game goes, it gets exponentially stronger. That's why Battle Fury on this area is very strong as well.
But you get like
Twice the ice.
a lot more slashes now, though, right? It used to be 3 slashes, and now it's like 6 or something.
Something like that.
And because of that, it means you stay inside the Omni Slash a lot longer. So I'd say it's better now than it was before early levels.
Again, it's a scaling ult.
It's different. It's different.
Depends on where you're at in the game to how good it is. But yeah, like then, the hero's not that good if you're in again, it's like before. If you're in a big mob horde of heroes, you're not going to be doing anything. That's like the common sense bit we're saying now. Split screen.
Yeah, split screen as we see this top tower going down pretty quickly, but Empire are pushing down hard on this bottom lane. They have this Pugner. It is not going to last long, this tower. They take down the tier 1. Are they going to come back and defend this one? Elements Pro Gaming doesn't look like it. The tower's going to go to Empire. That is a tier 2 traded for a tier 1. The maths do not check out.
They can right now, they'll just throw a couple blasts into high ground just to force some TP, some rotation, and they'll move to the other side of the map. See that one rotation? Now they'll move back, move to the other side of the map, and yeah. Standard Dota 2.
Space created.
Instant smoke, but there's a creep wave, so this is probably not the best smoke. The Venge will have to show. Interesting.
Yeah. Going for the 4-man smoke instead. Not ideal. Well, actually, it's only a 3-man, but they've got their Juggernaut placed very aggressively.
Yeah. Is the PA? PA's going straight for the Deso. Yes, that's good.
You see the big mini map with the what the Radiant can see. Not a
Tiny
whole
should
lot,
be
but
able
now
to
they
catch
see
the
Miposhka
Oracle.
here. Can they go on him in time? The Avalanche comes out. Miposhka is going to be sacrificed as the PA just blinks herself away. She realizes that there's a smoke.
He has ult,
I mean,
though.
yeah, he can use it if he wants, doesn't. Meanwhile, oh, they actually jump in. DNZ thought he could go for the +1, holding him still with the sinister gaze. We've seen it been successful many times, but unfortunately, Sayu was there, and they just turn it around very quickly, interrupt the sinister gaze, and go for the kill. Meanwhile, Mitch playing around with BZZ here, but he's falling fairly low to these boards. Got to be careful, but we'll be able to finish off. Oh, nice decrep from the Pugner. Yeah, now brings off Mitch as well, playing into the trees, but BZZ chomped down by Boromir. Meanwhile, a nice little life shots there, gonna knock off the
Cheeky little hasted toss coming on through. Saying hello.
Slide him past, little bit of a drive by from him. See, Sayu is a snowman builder. He's got 120 trees, but only 20 snowman left. Clearly an avid snowman builder. It's interesting. I think
really important statistics that you're talking about right now.
Yeah, really important. I mean, which kind of player are you? Are you a snowball thrower? Are you a snowman builder? Are you a tree decorator? Or are you a fireworks firer?
I'm a snowman builder when I'm playing against Tree, so I can see when he walks over my snowman.
That work?
I believe so. I haven't seen it happen yet, but I keep placing him in case he does. So when it does happen, I am ready. It was literally one game and one time I put it down. So
okay.
No, I'm a firework main. I like to light up my lanes and really assert dominance.
Yep, yeah, explosive personality. I can see it.
Yeah.
I think I've probably thrown the most fireworks, but I think inside I'm a snowman builder. Maybe even a snowball thrower. I throw a lot of snowballs, to be honest.
Fair enough. On a side point, on a more important note, this Radiant Vision really is deep in the dire jungle. And from their last rotation, yeah, they should probably, they're trying to utilize it right now. But again, Dire does have the crit.
Oh, that crit comes through. DNZ blown off the map by Dream as he's now level 11 with that Desolator. Can't survive an onslaught from this Phantom Assassin.
Yep, power of a PA. If you're a +5 and there's a PA in the game, you should either be sitting behind something, or just like 5 chainmails, a buckler, a Vlad's, an AC, just something. Yeah.
It's all about the PA power play. Pushes down this middle lane with this Desolator. Yeah, it's pushing in. BZZ doing his job.
Tier 2 mid.
The Lich trying to do his best with this Frost Shield. Meanwhile, Boromir held still. Actually gets a nice little Avalanche Tusk combo, but it doesn't matter. Sayu comes in with the big Tusk Punch to finish off the Tiny there. Meanwhile, BZZ still pushing away. This is now half health on a tier 3 tower.
It's the power of pushing with a catapult. If you're a Beastmaster next to a catapult, like they'd already used, they didn't have, they do have Fortify as well, so they can really keep this catapult alive into its like final moments. And the Pugner's here as well, so this tower will be gone.
Nice
the fear though isn't swaps, that's why they need to get back straight away, because if they get swapped into tier 3s, that's when it gets very scary.
Yeah, Warcry forwards, they're looking for Miposhka, but the slow on to the swap target as well. DNZ trying to chase him, he's got a slow also. Miposhka, I mean, do they have to settle for Miposhka? Is there anybody else they can get as well? This doesn't feel too good. They gave away a lot just to get a kill onto an Oracle.
Yeah, well, if you're a +5 and you're dying to that many heroes at like 17 minutes with like 4 heroes chasing you bottom, like, you're happy.
Nice little tree throw to get the courier there.
Yeah.
So unable to save him.
Stonefall.
So I mean, Empire aren't, sorry, Elements aren't that far behind, you know. It's only a 2k gold advantage for Empire, but it very much feels like a game of, oh, nice. The Tusk is just ready, man. He knows that they're going to be trying Roshan right now, even though they've got no vision up. He reads the game very nicely.
This fight here will decide how, like, the main tempo of the game right now.
Yeah, and they go snowball forwards onto Mitch. Sayu, though, afraid to commit to this one. It's a very tense standoff around the Roshan pit. Boromir gets a dagger thrown his way. Backing himself off Elements. They actually split off LeBron, but he's not an attractive hero to go on. This Sven, super tanky. And it does look like the situation will just diffuse itself as no one really wants to commit for Roshan. Although I say that Elements, they're wrapping around. They want to look at their tower here. Frost Shield used, and there's that Hawk going to give them some valuable information on the side of Empire. Flies over everybody. Sentry used, but it was put down way too late, and now they won't be able to see that where that Hawk actually is. This could be vital in the fight. It just means that Empire have so much more information than Elements do. Reem, interrupting the silence with that hard baseline. Very weird taunt.
Yeah, Radiant has really good vision to be able to take this rush fight, and I think if they do want to take it again and try and do this, use the medallion armor kind of play, they need to get in, de-ward, like, because again, Dire's wards aren't like the most complex wards, right? It's quite a basic ward. Just carrying sentries, get rid of the Hawk, get rid of the ward, push out a lane, go back.
Sayu, how do you make that TP? Boromir a little bit too late on that one. Good lord.
Skill.
Goodness gracious. LeBron is actually a snowman builder as well. Look at that, 186 snowmen. Sorry, 186 snowballs. Yeah, 84 snowmen. That is, I would guess, about 120 snowmen placed. A lot of snowmen.
Thanks for that statistic, mate.
You're welcome.
Also, it's really key to note. Look at the bot lane right now. Look where the Beastmaster is. It's the catapult wave spawning at 20. So he's going to be in the bot area for the catapult wave. So if they do take a fight and win the fight on Dire, the Beastmaster will be in position to force that catapult into the tier 3.
Yeah, that's insane.
But he is doing it with his boars though, so he doesn't have to be there. His boar just needs to be in the vicinity to be able to get that pressure. And look, he's walking back down now.
Elements have spent such a long time trying to and ah over this Roshan. They don't know whether to go for it or not. They don't feel confident, but at the same time, they're wasting so much time and so much space around the map. The PA has been farming so much more than the Juggernaut recently. Meanwhile, they actually go for the fight. They're jumping in. And we're looking at Roshan not being taken. There we go. Now we look back at the fight as we actually see DNC getting blown up. But it does look like this Pugner is probably going to die. Going for the life trade. Actually, he's going to keep him alive as that healing is amplified. Meanwhile, when Post get it, Omni/up. Now they look towards BZZ. He's taken down as well. Elements seem to have found themselves a fight right now. Meanwhile, Mitch getting started on by Sayu, but the stun comes out. Now they'll just surround him and bring him down. But there's a cute little Decrepify out from G, but it's not enough to keep Sayu alive. Swift ending with the triple kill, and now can finally do Roshan in peace at last. It's taken a long time, but the patience has been rewarded from Elements Pro Gaming. One hero does have to go back and defend, but the Lich, as luckily, I think he's respawning there actually, so he can go deal with that creep wave, and
they
Elements
still have
can
the Hawk up,
safely...
that's really crucial. They can stay at the Roshan. I don't think they're going to contest it. It'd be really dumb to, but they can see it at least.
Appreciate your honesty. Yep, no one going near this Roche pit, and that is going to be Swift ending, finding that Aegis. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands.
It's a shame that that fight went so kind of, I guess, poorly for Dire. I guess that's, yeah. Because the bot lane was naturally pushing in. So if they took the fight now, so like 20 seconds later, they'd have been taking a fight into the tier 3 and were also taking the fight. It'd been really good. Also, promo code 8P377. I am really good at this now. Thanks.
Yeah, you're good at reading. Congratulations. I was good at reading when I was in reception.
I read.
Oh wait.
Bloody degree. If I've just paid like 30 odd grand and still can't read, there's some issues with the British education system.
DNZ could be in trouble. He does use that Frost Armor now, using the Sister Gaze to hold Dream still. Even popping the Chain Frost. It's bouncing from the creeps. It's doing a lot of work. One more bounce, and oh god, Dream dropping low. The Life Drain gonna heal him up a bit. Now trying to get himself away. Meanwhile, BZZ just stuns up the... Oh no, Dream tries to turn it around, but immediately gets blown up by LeBron and Boromir. That is bad. Empire. It started as a scratch, but it's quickly turning into a gaping wound as Elements Pro Gaming are turning this game around, kill by objective by objective.
How dare these cores think they can just kill POS 5s like that? POS 5s? Yeah. Like, what?
That's got to feel good from the Lich, right? Like, how many games have you
sure.
played as a POS 5 where there's just been a PA running rampant, murdering everybody?
If I'm a silver, this guy's the silver tier Lich. Where's the all chat? I know he can say stay frosty, but there's some. I want to see some all chat from this Lich when he dies and trades it off for the carry. Like, come on. Upsetting you to chat, Will. Maybe that's their biggest issue.
Maybe that's what they need to work on. Meanwhile, well, Oracle will just come in and disarm the Juggernaut for the time being, but he'll get right back to doing this tower. It was fortified anyway, so not really the best usage there. Jin comes in, dagger, doesn't crit. Meanwhile, up at top, there seems to be a little bit of action, but not worth looking at, I don't think. Let's keep an eye on these guys walking through the woods instead.
Empire needs to start these fights with like the big explosive PA dagger into the crit. I know it's like an RNG based thing, but if they can just start the fight blowing up the Lich, or the Venge is very hard to like just blow up, right? And even with the Sven, so they just need to like just get on them and start the fight themselves. When it's like tiny initiating, it's really hard to just naturally turn it with how tanky they are, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They're not at the phase of the game where PA eats through the armor of the Radiant side. PA needs to get to like 3-4 items to be able to just fully ignore them.
Meanwhile, Juggernaut picks up the Mantis style. It's a nice item to pick up, and look at this. You just see Boromir here when actually there's a whole team smoked up on top of him. Now Shadowblade comes out for the Tiny, in fact, so yeah, Element's really looking to be aggressive here. They're pushing in hard, but look at their side lanes here. Both bottom and top being pushed in heavily, whilst Element's trying to just push through the mid.
But there's nothing to achieve bottom. They're not going to, like, by the time he gets to tier 3, Radiant will naturally TP back, so the real push is the top lane. And they're doing only very... Oh, they got the tower as well, nice.
Yeah, they get the tower, and they're not going to find BZZ, who TPs away in the trees, and Sai will be the only casualty of this push at top, so I think Team Empire Faith are going to be very happy with that one.
That's a really big item on the Sven, going for the Ags. That just, it's such a good item on Sven. It just enables, like, the Tiny blinks in, and
please tell us what it does.
Has Echo Saber.
It's not a common pickup on the Sven, so we would all appreciate your enlightenment.
Like when you're so it just basically makes his ult an aura. So it gives like Jug a DD, Tiny a DD. It's like 120% or something. So it'll be so strong when the Tiny blinks in with like Echo Saber and he has that aura next to him. If he even has a crit, anything, that any hero next to him will just instantly blow up. So at max level it's 125% aura, and he's currently level like around 14, so he's got level 2. So it's just a free DD right now. Once he picks up, of course. Yeah, very scary to play against, and also these Omni Slashes are going to be absolutely brutal with the increased damage. Beastmaster picks himself up a Necro Book. We know what he's going to be doing. He's already actually down at the bottom lane right now. So Elements, again, just leaving their Lich down there to try and mitigate some of the damage, but it's not going to be enough to really stop the Beastmaster alone. They need one other person. Well, gold advantage is in Elements' favor. And the tower actually goes down, and they just use the Roar to get away. It's really good what they're doing right now. Dio need to take the... dying. That's fine for the tower. It unlocks the shrines. That's perfectly fine to die there. That's a decent enough trade. Dio need to play really smart, wait for the Aegis to expire, and then take fights where they can get their ults and snowballs off, and kind of dodge the initial damage of the Juggernaut. If you can somehow make the Jug waste his ult, and then take the fight, you should be fine. So right now, if Empire just ran at Radiant, they probably would lose a fight just from being a bit sloppy and probably bad positioning.
Yeah.
Just because of the way that Element are currently playing. So it's just kind of pause the game, don't rush, get a couple items, wait, use our vision advantage with Beastmaster, wait for the best fight we can take on our terms, and then from that, try and assert the aggression again. Because like the other 3 games, Radiant's draft is a easy to run draft, right? You want to run at them, you got auras, cool. Dire is like, we got to use the snowball save, we got to roar the right person, we need to, etc, etc. It's kind of... Yeah, it's a bit more challenging for Empire to get it off, but if they do get it off, they can just outplay and demolish Radiant. Yeah,
absolutely. But Elements Pro Gaming have no ideas about letting that happen as they're pushing hard down in this bottom lane. Sven picks up his Aghanims, but they are being split pushed once again. I mean, this is so nicely done from Empire Faith, to be honest. Like, they know they're behind us. They're just trying to delay it as much as they can. They're going to send the Lich back. Is he going to do enough, though?
Again, it's very marginally behind. It's not like a decisive behind, but oh,
Meanwhile,
BZZ. No,
BZZ
mate.
caught out, swapped in and finished off. He tried to go for the Raw to try and help himself survive, just by buying out a little bit more time. Sayu comes in as well. Not sure about this one, my Tusk, as he comes in and is immediately destroyed by Swift Ending. Another swap again onto Maposhka this time. Elements Pro Gaming are picking off one after one after one. Meanwhile,
These buildings are gonna. The Sven has Ags now, right?
Yeah.
So it's now just gonna. Their base is just gonna explode.
Combo that up with the Venge as well. There is no chance for these buildings. And Empire Faith, they realize they gotta stay back right now. They can't fight into this. Elements, they will stop.
There's a theme with these games so far. It's the safer, simpler draft is winning.
Yep. Don't try and outsmart yourself.
Yeah.
Valuable
It's just
lessons.
the best of one. You don't need to be too complex and make these really intricate kind of best of 5 grand final TI making game-winning drafts. It's just a simple. We know what we need to do. We're just gonna run it and get the free win. I say free, but
Yeah, it's far from it. This game especially.
Yeah,
This is by far the closest game we've had so far. But finally, elements of flicked a switch and this aggression coming out of them. It's proving very tricky for Empire Faith to deal with.
again, it's overcoming the hurdle of Radiant's like kind of draft, I guess.
Dear God, Miposhka gets annihilated by Boronila. God, that was
Just
a lot
to
of damage.
reiterate, Ag Sven, free DD, everyone in his aura. Very scary.
It's not all the time though, is it?
Only when he uses his ult, of course.
Yeah.
I don't mean it's not like a free. Like you go push, you use ult. It's like, oh
Yeah.
damn, our buildings. It's 75%, 100%, 125%. Very scary. Look at this building. Look at that
One
building.
hit the creep
God,
wave.
see ya.
Easy
Adios.
peasy. Oh my God.
Look at that
These
Rax.
buildings, they're not
2,
surviving.
1. God.
Where are you, Team Empire? Your
See,
base is
Empire.
getting annihilated.
Thanks for playing, guys.
With the Venge aura as well. I mean, Empire, they need to do something. They're trying to wait out the Sven, but it's just not happening. Miposhka gets annihilated, dares to come close to the Sven, and it just does not work out. D&D is killed. BKB popped from the Phantom Assassin, but she can't even find anybody to hit. It's not working well. Meanwhile, BZZ is doing his best to rat, but the Lich does come back to deal with him. Meanwhile, Stun is out. Omni Slash as well. Goodbye, Pugner. He is taken down, and GG is called. Empire Gaming with the Sven Venge strat do pull it out of the bag and take this series.
Excellent draft. I think the Sven itemization in that game was so crucial. The fact that if you just get the Ags, get an insane amount of damage and just run. Like Empire's draft is such a delicate kind of playful kind of, if you outplay them, outskill them, you can just win the fights because you negate all the damage. And then Sven's like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a 4k item, just gonna get all my team damage. It doesn't matter if we don't Omni Slash because we're gonna do so much damage without this. We're just gonna kill you, and it doesn't matter if you decrep. We'll kill the other guys that are around you. If you Oracle out someone, we'll kill the other guys that are. Like we don't care. We're just gonna stay together and kill you all. And yeah, it was great. Yeah, beautiful stuff.
How does it work with the Venge aura though? Because hers is percentage based, right?
Yes.
So-
It'll be increased damage. Yes.
So
So
would
you
it,
get
would it
your
increase the
damage,
Sven's
and
extra
then
damage? Well, I guess they're just
Yeah, you'd get your Venge aura, is your damage bonus. So then you have, let's say, 100, then goes up to 130, and then you then get your Sven ult. So then it's like, okay, your damage is 130, so now it's now 260, and now you're just destroying buildings and doing whatever you want in the game.
damn. That was convincing, and that's something I've never seen before. I don't think. I think that's the first time I've seen Sven building Aghanims in a competitive game. Boy, did it work though. That was just
It just flipped the switch. It was
yeah.
like the game's close. Wait a second, hold on. We've lost our buildings.
The game is no longer close. I just
Yes,
got one hit
exactly.
by the Tiny. The game is no longer close.